Hi there. I had a really cool revelation just now, so I figured I would come here and share it. Um, by the way, it's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Thank you so much for all the hard work you put in. Your families appreciate it, and future generations will be better as a result. All right, so this revelation was very interesting because it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks, and I can't believe that I'd never thought about it before. I happened to be looking at a post by Jackie Hill Perry. She said she has had some struggles over the last 2 years, and she had a song playing in the background. I don't know the name of it, but it just repeatedly said, grateful, grateful, grateful. She talked about how hard that 2 years had been. Lonely, depression, friends leaving her side. I don't know if you've ever been through anything like that, but I have multiple times. And thank God I come out closer to him on the other side of those times. And it hit me. Those times of quiet solitude that are uncomfortable. I could go so far as to say they're times of desolation or isolation. Those are the times where God is really close. And a lot of times, in my case, it could be different for others, but in my case, those times have been my biggest times of growth, but they have been painful and really lonely. And, you know, Psalm 139 comes to mind, and I have this beautiful piece on my wall. It is hard to read, and I'm noticing I can't flip my screen to read it, so I'm going to try and do one of these where I turn. So I just want you to appreciate the background, and then if you get closer, there's printing. I think it's laser printing. I don't know. It's 3D, and it's cut in. So this is the wall hanging. And it's hard to read the words on the screen, so I'm going to read them for you. It's not super hard to read them in person, so it's just kind of how this lays out. But I'll share my revelation after I read this. Psalm 139, verses 13 and 14. For you created my innermost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. There's a correlation between isolated, lonely times and being in the mother's womb. God knew us in our mother's womb. It was quiet in there. It was dark. We were by ourselves unless we're a part of a multiples pregnancy. And God was there, and he put us together wonderfully and fearfully. He knows us intimately. He knows us in our mother's womb, and he knows us as we go about our days. So don't you find it comforting to know that the times of desolation and isolation that we experience in our life are just like the times when we were in our mother's womb, because God comes closer to us when we're suffering. He does, and he brings hope. He brings restoration. We do have a job to seek him, and I mean, in my worst times, I could have said that I was clinging to him with all I had. We don't do that when we're babies, though, because we don't know better. It's just life as we know it is safe and secure, but it's dark and lonely, and God's there. And then, wouldn't you know, he also shows up for us in our dark and lonely times when we're here on this earth. And I just found that so comforting, and I wanted to share it with you. So I hope you're having a great day. I know Father's Day can be different for everybody, whether you have a father or don't have a father, whether you're a single mom, in a marriage where, you know, maybe your father or your husband isn't present for your kids. There are just many different scenarios for Father's Day as well as Mother's Day. So what I would encourage is you no doubt have good fathers in your life, whether they're your own father or someone else's father. So just thank them today and wish them a happy Father's Day, because it's important. But on that note, We have a perfect Father who loves us no matter what. So no matter what your circumstances are, what your relationship with your Father is, if he's still here with you or not, we have a Father in heaven that comes and comforts us in our lonely and dark times, just like in the womb. Have a great night.